Hi everyone! This tutorial will mainly cover the Vicon and Motion Live combination workflow, including single character, multi-character, and facial mocap with Vicon. First, we'll need to visit the Vicon official page to download the program. You'll notice that there are many different software editions for different usage purposes and scenarios. Click on the Download button for the Shogun Live software that is used for recording motion capture. If you need detailed instructions on the Vicon and Motion Live settings and workflow, you can read the Motion Live instruction manual. Inside Vicon Shogun Live, we'll need to set the basic settings. Also, take a quick look at the motion we'll be working with later. We can adjust the look of the mocap character using the View Filter option. By disabling X-ray, we can clearly view the character's silhouette, making it easier to check the animations we'll be applying. Finally, navigate to the Live Offline Port ID under Connection and copy this value into Motion Live to connect the software and start working. Let's now turn our attention to the setup for recording a single character. First, let's connect the body with Vicon under Gear. Input the same port ID into the Connection parameter. Click on Connect to link Motion Live with Vicon. You'll notice that the character in the Motion Live scene will automatically be added into the character list. Because the Vicon motion data already includes the hands, we'll just need to connect the body. Once selected, a character name will appear that matches with the one in Vicon, and a connection between the two characters will be established. Before we start recording, we need to adjust some settings. The Vicon timecode, FPS, is set to 24. To avoid discrepancies between the recorded motion and the streamed data, we need to use the mocap equipment's FPS as the foundation. Therefore, we'll adjust the Motion Live FPS and the project FPS. Once adjusted, we can preview to notice discrepancies between the mocap and the motion, particularly with the hands intersecting the mesh. This is due to not setting an initial T-pose. To correct this, we'll now choose Set T-pose to properly align the mocap and iClone skeletons. Press the Preview button again and notice that the animation is back to normal. You may notice that the recorded character doesn't match the mocap character's position due to the scene's arrangement. To fix this, set Position to iClone before recording to alignment with iClone's absolute positioning. Alternatively, selecting Mocap Data will base the positioning on the mocap itself, forcing the character to align with the mocap during playback. Now, let's talk about the master clock, which is available only with a plugin purchase. Click on the master clock to expand its many options, including Timeline, System, and Vicon. Connections with other equipment will also be included in this list. By switching to Timeline, the timecode returns to 0 because it's based on the starting time for the project. The System option will set the timecode according to the clock of the central workstation. Lastly, the Vicon option is self-explanatory as Vicon devices output their own timecode data. Before recording, you can enable autosave under the record settings, so that the Motion and iMotion Plus files can be stored for later application to other characters. Then we can press Record Animation. After recording, you can see the motion will be stored in the directory specified within the Save Path field, and all subsequent saves will be numbered. After recording, the motion clips will appear in the scene aligned to their timecodes. However, the current clip isn't placed correctly in the timeline. To fix this, right-click the clip and choose Align Clip to Embedded Timecode. This will reposition the clip according to its timecode data. Alternatively, select Align Clip and First Frame to Embedded Timecode if you want the clip to start from the first frame. For more details, refer to the timecode tutorial video. Now let's go over some common issues that can occur when recording characters of different heights. In this example, we have two characters in the scene with significantly different heights. First, we'll apply a T-pose to the taller male character before recording. As you'll see, he's able to jump into the designated circle without issues. However, the shorter female character struggles to reach the correct position due to her smaller frame. To resolve this, we'll use the Align to Source to match the mocap positions of both characters. While this helps with initial alignment, it introduces new problems, such as foot sliding and even mesh penetration. These can be addressed with additional techniques. Enabling foot contact is also recommended to ensure the character's feet properly touch the floor without sinking into the surface. After making these adjustments, playback shows the female character jumping into position correctly, with no dramatic contrast in landing locations. It's easy to see the change after adjusting the settings. Next, we are going to talk about multi-character recording. For multi-character recording with Vicon, the character list will automatically populate with available characters. As always, make sure the frame rate, FPS settings, are unified before recording to ensure each iClone character connects properly with its corresponding mocap character. We'll be applying the same motion to all characters individually, including character connection, set T-poses, and world positions. You can also check Align to Source to ensure consistent overall animation movement. Choose the Vicon timecode as the master clock. Once everything is set, recording will proceed based on Vicon's timecode. Next, we will demonstrate the workflow for combining facial mocap with the Vicon recording. Since Vicon itself does not capture facial data, we can combine the use of additional facial motion capture devices such as LiveFace or AccuFace. We will be using LiveFace in this project as a demonstration. First, use Tentacle Sync to synchronize timecodes and frame rates across all capture devices. Start by linking the Tentacle Sync app with the target devices. This ensures more efficient data alignment and editing during post-production. In LiveFace, set the timecode source directly from Tentacle Sync. Once Tentacle Sync is configured, move on to the Vicon setup. Make sure both your mobile phone and computer are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Copy and paste the IP address into the connection field to establish a connection. Select LiveFace as the source of the facial mocap. Then, configure the settings for position. Make sure T-pose is set and select timecode with Vicon as the source. Once everything is set, you can begin recording. After recording, the motion and facial expressions will be captured, and motion and expression will have its own motion clips with synchronized timecodes. That concludes this lesson on integrating Vicon with Motion Live. This setup has strong potential for both single and multi-actor recordings, thanks to its ability to synchronize multiple capture devices simultaneously. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.